It is Monday the 11th of December, and we are at Lake Waihola, I think you say it, campsite. So we're plugged in, we've got our electric cable there, and I've just been sat out there in the sun having a little cup of tea and got my bike out. I need to research a little route to see where I can go. And we're making the most of today because tomorrow apparently it's forecast for 40-mile-an-hour winds and rain, and that means basically we're confined to barracks, because trying to drive Ronnie in 20-mile-an-hour winds is bad enough, but 40-mile-an-hour winds is probably positively dangerous. So Nigel just appeared off over there somewhere to go fishing. I packed up my bike. Still not quite sure where I'm going, to be honest. It appears as though either side I've got to go a little bit on State Highway 1, which I didn't really want to do. Having said that, we've just got some new neighbours at the site who have said that if I go the other way, down to the boardwalk, there is a cycle trail that way. So, not sure. Anyway, I will sort it out. But I found the fisherman. He's here, down at the end of a little promontory. So, any more nibbles?
Just lost one.
No.
Right at the rock there.
Was it a huge one?
It's quite a decent size. Yeah. Not as big as the one I caught earlier.
So I've left Nigel fishing, and I'm going to go off, and I did find it is called Great Rides of New Zealand. I can't read that. It's the Clutha Gold Trail. It's 3 days. So I know I'm just going to go for a little way, see how far I get. So I'm a little way down the track at Lake Waihola, and as you can see, I've got the track to myself at the moment. I have passed a few ladies walking, but no, it's a gorgeous track, and it goes all the way around the side of the lake. It's a lovely little spot here, but I've only just started, so I can't really stop for lunch just yet. And looking around that way, that's up to the end of the lake, where we're staying, somewhere down there on the right. Here I am in one piece. This could all go horribly wrong. I'm going to try and see if I can cycle and do a little bit of video. Just hope I don't meet somebody coming the other way. These plants are amazing. No idea what they are. Gosh, it's like a petrified forest here. But as you can see, this bit of the cycle track is lovely. The previous bit was a bit rough. It was quite rough and rocky. I get a bit scared of getting punched on those bits, but this bit is lovely and nice and flat. So this is going to be my little lunch spot on Lake Waihola, on my little cycle journey, and I hope you can see them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 little cygnets and mum. Got the sun right on the screen again, so I can't see a thing, but hopefully I've zoomed in on them and it will focus. There's a little kind of bench there, so I think that'll do me for my lunch spot today. Not a bad little spot.
We're back on the beach at the back of where Ronnie is. Despite the cloud, it's actually probably one of the warmest days we've had. It's 21, 22 degrees. It's actually very pleasant because the wind's changed direction, coming from the south. Coming from the north rather. So it actually feels very warm. And once again, deserted beach, virtually deserted. One solitary surfer out there who hopefully He's going to demonstrate his skills, her skills, don't know. Looking pretty good. So I have actually been in the water, well, a little paddle, and I can assure you it is bloody freezing. So we've walked from the far, well, we walked to the far end of the bay from probably about halfway. And you can see there's a couple with their kid, which is nice. And then we found this beautiful little secluded cove with, again, obviously absolutely nobody here. It's yeah, really, really nice.
We are still at Waihola Lake. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday was a glorious sunny day and no wind, and I did this lovely cycle track. But today I wouldn't dare go out there on my bike. I'd get blown straight in the lake.
I'm filming today just to show that it's not always blue sky and beautiful. Bearing in mind this is what, the 12th of December, which is like our early June, blowing an absolute hoolie, and it's going to be like this apparently for 2 days. So yeah, I suppose it's not that surprising, bearing in mind we're equivalent of sky in Scotland back home. But boy, probably the worst day's weather we've had. It's blowing an absolute hoolie and horizontal rain today, so we're just we thought we'd have a little go at setting up the smart TV, which inevitably is it's kind of not as easy as it would appear. Anyway, we'll carry on.
Today is Wednesday, the 12th of December. Or is it the 13th? I think it might be the 13th actually. I think it's the 13th. And we've left Lake Waihola, and we're at Gabriel's Gully now. Just trying to find the Freedom Camp. Not quite sure where we're going, but hopefully it will become obvious as we go down the track. So we found the Freedom Camp at Gabriel's Gully, and here we are. So it's at a bit of an angle. So we've got the good old chocks out on the little lakeside. So this is home, probably 2 nights. There's a couple of little walks I want to do here. We'll see how we go.
So I think, as Linda said earlier, we're parked up at a place called Gabriel's Gully, which was the scene of a gold rush back in the 1860s, and we've just walked up quite a steep path on the side of the gully, heading towards a small dam that was apparently part of the gold workings. As you can see, it's pretty lush and very green, as it bloody well rains a lot. So it looks like we've arrived at the site of the old dam, and frankly not a huge amount to see. The nearest town that we drove through was a town called Lawrence, which has got there a kind of an old Wild West place with the design of the buildings. It's very quiet, not a lot happening, but it's quite interesting. So we're on our way back down the track now, and this is the view. We've walked up from the bottom of the valley there, You can see the road, that's the access road, and the track in the distance that takes you down to where we've got Ronnie parked. We're just getting to the end of the walk, and you can see in the distance there's a little white camper van, and we've just bumped into the guy who's up here still prospecting for gold. He's got a metal detector, and he does find quite a few grams according to him. We're a little way into our walk along this sort of magical little stream, little waterfalls and mossy boulders and things, and yeah, we've actually been making good use of our walking poles, so hopefully now we're going to get another demonstration of fine pole usage. I said not a wet yeah, we did have a pole collapse earlier, which wouldn't have been great. This is proving to be good fun. Path's quite narrow and actually quite steep. You can already hear the river or stream in the background. So this is quite a challenging little bit here, and just to Linda's right is actually about a 50-foot vertical drop. Not that I want to obviously and then she's got to climb up here, which isn't a problem because she's a fit and athletic young woman.
Not very elegant.
You made it, that's the important thing.
I think we've got to come down this way, which
yeah, we've got to come back. It's a one-way.
Getting up, getting back.
No problem. I've got a feeling back home, although this is a marked path by the DSC, Department of Conservation, I've got a feeling at home the Health and Safety Police probably would have vetoed this, because it is, some of it is quite tricky, and if you did slip over the edge you'd have quite a tumble. So we got down to the bottom of the valley now, and just fighting our way through the undergrowth. We are going the right way because I've seen a signpost. The foxgloves are beautiful, and I think, yeah, by the look of it, we're going to be crossing the stream again. So I think we're nearly there. We've just got to cross this little stream, which is just, I'm not sure if you can see how, well, yeah, that's pretty steep, or virtually vertical going down there. Just got to cross this little bit, and I think this is where we're heading for. So this is the Otago Dam at the top of the track up from Gabriel's Gorge, which was fantastic. It's just such a shame about the crowds. I mean, every step of the way, tripping over bloody tourists. So there's two things I regret about today. I didn't bring my fishing rod up here, and we didn't bring any beers, which is just, frankly, I blame Linda. Lindy, why didn't we bring any beers?
I think I need to be, or maybe I don't need to be stone cold sober to get back. Actually, maybe I should have had a few beers. It's, oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So having fought our way through the crowds to find a picnic spot, here we are at lunch, but no beers, as I said, which is a pain. So what have we got here, Lindy?
We've got ham and avocado sandwiches, cucumber sticks and pepper sticks.
Wow.
Very healthy.
Very nice. According to the information we've been given about the gold mining around here, what we're walking down now were the gullies that were created by the gold miners to channel the water from the dam we've just been to. all the way down to virtually where we're camped, which, bearing in mind that we're probably using, I don't know, picks and shovels, it's quite a feat. Today is the Saturday 16th of December, and we actually had one of the hottest days we'd had yesterday. I think about 26, 27 degrees. So we're probably in one of the least attractive, yeah, probably least attractive sites we're on. It's at the Beaumont Hotel, which is frankly in the middle of nowhere. But the attraction was that it's right by the Clutha River, which supposedly has some trout in it. I did have a couple follow my lure in, but that was about it. Wasn't successful. And there's the Salubrious. Well, it's not bad toilet block, and their brand new shiny bridge there, where the river is. And this is the rear entrance to the pub, when we had steak and chips and fish and chips last night, which were fine. But it's I think you see, probably best described as functional.
So it is Saturday the 16th of December. This is Lake Roxburgh, and just cycled up from Pinders Pond, which is about 16-17k. So this is still the Clutha Gold rail, the Clutha Gold bike trail, and this is the sort of scenery. It is just lovely. Managed to find a little lay-by to pull in, so I'm not in anybody else's way. I guess because it's Saturday. I have actually seen other cyclists today. Haven't had it all to myself, which I've been getting used to. And I've made it back to Pinders Pond, and I think right at the very end of the lake is a Nigel fishing. Just about to eat the perch that Nigel caught. Oh dear, that Nigel caught at Lake Waihola. And it is a lovely evening. I just hope there's none of those little black flies to come and be pesky. But
no black flies yet.
Once again, I can't actually see what I'm filming because I've got the sun glaring on the screen. But hopefully it's I'm pointing it in roughly the right direction. So these are our neighbours. A bit strange, but yeah. And here's some people just coming to do part of the cycle track, I assume. I did part of that today, and hopefully I've got some videos of that. But yeah, so not a bad little spot. And Nigel did a bit of fishing up there today, but no joy. But no, it's a lovely little spot. Anyway, I'll go back and have my dinner before it gets cold. Bon appetit.